Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Well, tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm a student at Minneapolis Business College with a GPA of 4.0 in the computer programming and applications field. I would say I got into this field primarily because of my brother and my brother-in-law. My brother primarily because he has a real big thing about video games, and as far as my brother-in-law goes, he actually is in the computer programming and does a lot of training for the other employees at his company. So some things I'm proficient in is C#, HTML, SQL, PHP, some Visual Basic a little further on in our schooling, and I would say as far as other skills, I would say I'm pretty good at leadership. I know how to delegate, know how to work with a team. I've done this through my Eagle ceremony and my Eagle Awards and everything I've earned up to that. And then through my work, I've learned customer relations and timeliness through that. Is there any questions you have for me?
What are you most proud of in programming?
In programming, I would say being able to effectively make my own programs like Hangman games and other games like that. Random number generator too. So.
How specifically were you influenced by your brother and brother-in-law? Give me something specific.
My brother-in-law, he helped me learn some extra things, and I was able to interview him and actually go to his workplace and see what that was like.
So was this a school project or something?
No, I just asked him.
What were the things that he showed you?
Showed me what he normally does, how his workplace, like the dress code there is. It's a little more relaxed compared to some of the other workplaces, unless one of his bosses come in. And gave me an overview of some of like the entry level, like salary and wages and stuff like that.
But what about,
What do you like?
Yeah.
What do you like
That's
doing about
a
programming?
great question.
I like
Because you haven't talked about that. You're talking around it. What about computers do you like? And where did it come from specifically?
I would say the reason why I liked it is because I got something to tinker around with.
So you're a tinkerer.
Yeah.
Where
I
does
like
that
to
come
play
from?
with it.
Where does that come from? We're getting closer. You've always pulled apart stuff as a kid? Radios, old TVs,
Yeah.
machines?
I've one of the other things I've played a lot with is like Hot Wheels cars, taking them apart and stuff like that. And then I also like solving problems as well, and I've done that through like strategy games.
And so at some point, probably through your brother-in-law, you were introduced to the logic of computers. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
So this is what I'm talking about in terms of your passion. You want to show, this isn't something you woke up last August and said, I think I'm going to go to school and be a computer, right? You want to show the person sitting in that chair that this is something that I've been working for all my life. I might not have always known it, but I started out as a kid. That's a great story. I used to pull apart Hot Wheel cars and I really enjoyed logic and strategy games. And then, I was lucky to have a brother and then a brother-in-law who were in the business, and they took me to their work. They talked about the things that they do. They showed me little tricks on the computer, be specific about those. So you've had this long history of this is what you wanted to do, and it wasn't just something, I want to do it because I'm making money, or I want to do it because it seems cool, right? This is something that you've worked for. And so when I was saying you were talking around it, you were talking about all the stuff that other people would say, like I'm really interested in it, but you weren't showing the passion. And you show the passion by telling the story. So that is that will be your assignment between now and next Thursday at least, or whenever your interview is to think more about where does it start? I call it the seed, right? Where did it start? And go back as far as it goes, as far as you can remember, and then look at all the steps. And again, you know, if it started when you were 5 and taking apart your cars, you might not have known that you're going to become a computer, but by doing that, you have set, right, the foundation.
Yeah.
Because whatever you would have ended up doing based on that is the foundation. You just, the steps along the way is what got you to computers instead of a mathematician or a philosopher or whatever else you could have been. Anything else you'd like to add? No. Richard, you're one of those people, you're going to figure it out, and so I'm not worried too much about you.
All right.
You did good things that you did. GPA, you mentioned GPA, and you got to mention, because didn't you just win the President's Award? No.
That was
Oh, but you had like good attendance.
good attendance in
Perfect
teens
attendance.
levels, yes.
Yes, but that is a President's Award.
Like the President's Award?
Yeah, how did you not get that?
Oh, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, didn't you come up on stage?
Yeah,
on
Yeah,
that
you came up
day?
with
Yeah.
perfect attendance in the English, yes.
So,
That's
so,
the President's Award.
so
Okay,
put that
I know.
together, because the 4.0 is awesome, but even more awesome in the workplace is the perfect attendance.
Yes. I
And
mean,
being timely.
Yeah.
you-
Yes.
you remember how I harp on you guys being there?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, and I hear perfect attendance. He's gonna show up and work.
And you won a special award for it, so. All right, thank you, sir.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
You gotta mention his code.
Oh, yes, oh, I'm sorry. 3 buttons, middle button is buttons, and then until you sit down, then you unbutton it, because it's cut to fall off your shoulder, and when you have it buttoned, sometimes it rides up, and either you're gonna feel uncomfortable or you're gonna look uncomfortable. Either
Yeah.
way, that doesn't look good. And then when you stand up again, you button it. All right?
Good study for your
All right. Will you bring in Kyle, please?
Yes, I will.
Take your phone.